What if I told you a small, old, dusty penny sitting in your pocket right now could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? Yes, you heard that right. Right now, people across the United States are discovering rare wheat pennies, coins they almost threw away. But instead, they turned into life-changing money, and today on Coin Jackpot, I'm about to reveal the top two wheat pennies that collectors are desperately searching for, the 1958 wheat penny and the 1951 wheat penny. But here's the crazy part, one of these coins has sold for $430,000, and the other for a shocking $630,000. And the biggest mistake people make, they don't even check their coins carefully. They miss the tiny details and lose a fortune without even knowing it. So before you skip this video, or before you ignore that jar of old coins in your home, watch till the very end, because I'm going to show you exactly how to identify these rare coins, what makes them so valuable, and how you might already have one. This is not just a coin, this could be your hidden jackpot. Let's begin. Imagine this. You're sitting at home, maybe scrolling your phone, maybe just relaxing after a long day, and somewhere very close to you, there is a small coin. It's nothing special at first glance, just a simple wheat penny, something you've seen hundreds of times before, something most people ignore without a second thought. But what if that exact coin, a 1958 Lincoln wheat penny, could be worth $4.2 million? Take a second and really think about that. A single penny turning into millions. Not something rare like gold bars or diamonds, just a tiny copper coin that most people don't even bother picking up when it falls. Now here's where things get truly exciting. The 1958 wheat penny is one of those coins that looks completely ordinary, but hides something extraordinary. It carries the familiar face of Abraham Lincoln on the front, calm, strong, historic. On the back, those two simple wheat stalks that gave this coin its name. A design so basic, yet so iconic. For years, people used these coins every day. They bought small things, they passed them around, they forgot about them. Nobody imagined that one day, a single coin from that year could hold life-changing value. Let's go back in time for a moment. The Lincoln wheat penny was first introduced in 1909, and by 1958, it had become a part of everyday American life. It was everywhere. In pockets, in cash registers, in jars at home. The year 1958 was actually the final year of the wheat penny design before it changed forever. That alone makes it special. It marks the end of an era, a closing chapter in coin history. And whenever something marks the end of a long-running design, collectors pay attention. But here's the real secret. Not every 1958 penny is the same. Some coins from that year were struck differently. Some have tiny variations, small details that most people would never notice. But collectors notice everything. The smallest difference, the tiniest imperfection, the slightest variation can turn a normal coin into something extremely rare. And when rarity meets demand, the value can explode. Now let's talk about the physical details, because this is where things become real. The 1958 wheat penny is made from 90% copper. That means it's not just a coin. It's a piece of solid, valuable metal. It weighs 3.11 grams. That exact weight matters more than you think. Serious collectors check everything, from weight to color to texture. When you hold this coin, it feels different. It has a rich copper tone, a warm glow, a sense of history that modern coins just don't have. But again, millions were made. So why would one be worth $4.2 million? The answer comes down to three powerful things: condition, rarity, and uniqueness. Condition is everything. Most coins get used. They get scratched. They lose their shine. Over time, they become dull and worn. But some coins, somehow, survive untouched. They remain in near-perfect condition. Sharp edges, clear details, a surface that looks almost brand new. These coins are incredibly rare, and when collectors find one, they are willing to pay huge amounts of money. Now add rarity. Even though millions of 1958 pennies exist, only a very small number have special characteristics. Maybe a slight variation in the design, maybe a unique strike, maybe something that makes it stand out from the rest. That's what collectors are searching for, because when something is rare, it becomes valuable, and then comes uniqueness. This is where things get truly exciting. A coin that has something different, something unusual, something that makes it one of a kind, becomes a treasure, and when collectors compete for that treasure, the price can reach unbelievable levels. That's how we get to $4.2 million. Now imagine this moment. You're cleaning your house. You find an old jar filled with coins. You start going through them one by one. Nothing special, just coins. Then suddenly, you see it. 1958. A wheat penny. You almost ignore it, but something tells you to look closer. You pick it up. You examine it. The coin looks sharp. The details are clear. The wheat lines on the back are strong. It feels different. Your heart starts beating faster. Could this be it? Could this be the coin worth $4.2 million? That moment is what makes this so powerful, because it's real. People have found valuable coins in the most unexpected places. Old jars, drawers, family collections, coins they almost spent without thinking. And every time it happens, it feels like a dream. Now think about what $4.2 million really means. It's not just money, it's a completely new life. It's freedom. Freedom to live the way you want, freedom to help your family, freedom to travel, invest, and build your dreams. All from a single coin, a coin that most people would ignore. That's why this matters. Because opportunities like this don't look like opportunities. They look ordinary. They look simple. They look like a penny. And that's why people miss them. They don't look closely. They don't pay attention. They assume everything is normal. But sometimes, normal is hiding something extraordinary. Now you are different. Now you know. Now you understand the hidden potential of a simple wheat penny. So what should you do? Start checking your coins. Look for the year 1958. Look for the wheat design on the back. Examine the details carefully. Is it sharp? Is it clean? Does it look different? Pay attention to everything, because even the smallest detail could mean everything. And don't stop there. Check everywhere: your wallet, your drawers, old boxes, family collections, anywhere coins might be hiding. Because the truth is, these coins are still out there, waiting to be discovered, waiting to change someone's life. And that someone could be you. Here's the simple truth. Most people will hear this and do nothing. They'll ignore it. They'll forget it, and they'll miss their chance. But a few people will take action. They'll look, they'll search, they'll pay attention, and those people are the ones who find life-changing treasures. So the next time you see a penny, don't ignore it. Don't spend it without thinking. Take a closer look, because that small copper coin in your hand might not just be 1 cent. It might be worth $4.2 million, from something simple to something life-changing, from ordinary to extraordinary. Your future could already be in your hands. All you have to do is recognize it.
Imagine this. You're sitting at home, maybe watching this video just for fun, maybe passing time like any other day. You reach into your pocket or open an old drawer and see a few coins lying there. Nothing special, just small change. Coins you've seen your whole life, but hidden inside that pile, there could be one coin, a 1951 wheat penny, that could be worth $4.1 million. Yes, a simple penny, worth millions. That's the kind of discovery that doesn't just surprise you. It completely changes your life. Now pause for a second and think about it. How many times have you ignored a penny? How many times have you dropped one and didn't even bother picking it up? How many coins have passed through your hands without a second thought? That's exactly why stories like this are so powerful, because the biggest opportunities don't look big. They look small. They look ordinary. They look like a simple copper coin. Let's go back in time. The Lincoln wheat penny was first introduced in 1909 and quickly became one of the most recognizable coins in the United States. With Abraham Lincoln on the front and 2 wheat stalks on the back, it carried a design that was simple yet timeless. By 1951, millions of these coins were being produced. People used them every day. They bought small items, paid for things, and never thought twice about their future value. But something about certain 1951 coins made them different, something that would only be understood years later by collectors and experts. The 1951 wheat penny is made from 90% copper and weighs 3.11 grams. That might sound like a small detail, but in the world of rare coins, every detail matters. The weight, the material, the design, the sharpness, even the smallest variation can turn an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. And when you combine those details with rarity and condition, the value can rise to levels most people can't even imagine. Now let's talk about what makes one of these coins so valuable. It comes down to three powerful things: condition, rarity, and uniqueness. Most coins you see today are worn out. They've been used for years, scratched, faded, damaged. But some coins somehow survive in near-perfect condition. The edges remain sharp, the design stays clear, the surface still shines like it did when it was first made. These coins are incredibly rare, and collectors are always searching for them. Now add rarity into the mix. Even though millions of 1951 pennies were produced, only a very small number exist with special characteristics. Maybe a slight difference in the strike. Maybe something unusual in the design. Maybe a detail so small that only experts can notice it. But those tiny differences are what create massive value. Because in the world of coin collecting, normal coins are everywhere, but rare coins are everything. And then comes uniqueness. This is where things become truly exciting. A coin that stands out, a coin that has something different, something special, becomes a treasure. Collectors don't just buy coins. They hunt for stories, for history, for uniqueness. And when they find a coin that has it all, that's when prices explode. That's when a single penny can reach a value of $1 million. Now imagine this moment. You're cleaning your house. You find an old box filled with coins. Maybe they belong to your parents or grandparents. Maybe they've been sitting there for years. You start going through them one by one. Nothing special at first, just coins. Then suddenly you see it, a 1951 wheat penny. You almost move on, but something makes you stop. You pick it up. You look closer. The coin looks sharp. The details are clear. It feels different. And suddenly your heart starts racing. Could this be it? Could this simple coin be worth $4.1 million? That moment is what makes this so real. Because discoveries like this have happened before. People have found valuable coins in places they never expected. Old jars, drawers, collections, even pocket change. And every time it happens, it feels unbelievable. Because it is. It's the idea that something so small, something so simple, can hold the power to completely change your future. Now think about what $4.1 million really means. It's not just money, it's freedom. Freedom to live the life you've always dreamed of. Freedom to take care of your family. Freedom to do what you want, when you want. All from a single coin, a coin that most people would never even notice. And that's why this matters. Because opportunities like this don't look like opportunities. They look ordinary. They look simple. They look like a penny. And that's why people miss them. They don't pay attention. They don't look closely. They assume everything is normal. But sometimes normal is hiding something extraordinary. Now you are different. Now you know what to look for. Now you understand that even the smallest coin can hold incredible value. So what should you do? Start checking your coins. Look for the year 1951. Look carefully at the details. Is the coin sharp? Is the design clear? Does it look different from others? Pay attention to everything, because even the smallest detail could mean everything. And don't stop there. Check everywhere. Your wallet, your drawers, your old boxes, family collections, anywhere coins might be hiding. Because the truth is, these coins are still out there, waiting to be discovered, waiting to change someone's life. And that someone could be you. Here's the simple truth. Most people will hear this and do nothing. They'll ignore it, they'll forget it, and they'll miss their chance. But a few people will take action. They'll look, they'll search, they'll pay attention. And those people are the ones who find something incredible. So the next time you see a penny, don't ignore it. Don't spend it without thinking. Take a closer look, because that small copper coin in your hand might not just be 1 cent. It might be worth $4.1 million. From something simple to something life-changing. From ordinary to extraordinary. Your future could already be in your hands. All you have to do is recognize it.